Hey, what's going on, team? I wanted to make a quick video going over a play today on BYND. This was about a 20-minute play that panned out for us to the long side. Um, so let's just get right into what I saw happening on this play. The long trigger off the watch list was a break above 163, which I drew that line based off of pre-market highs here. We had a couple of times where it hit here, and we could see that we were like bouncing around underneath 163. So a break above 163 was the trigger to take this thing long. I tell you guys to use the 5-minute candle closing above the trigger level as an entry point, but I want to go over patterns. Okay, so when you have something like this, like what we see, this is basically an ascending triangle where we've come down, we come up, hit resistance, come down, made a higher low, come up, hit that same resistance, and then start like consolidating just before the breakout. I want to talk about how to get a better entry based on a play like this. So you don't necessarily, when a pattern is setting up, you don't necessarily need to wait on the 5-minute candle to close above the trigger level, because at that point you're already missing the move, right? This is from 162.30 to 164.30. That's a $2 candle right there. That's a $2 move. So instead of using that trigger level strategy where you wait on the 5-minute candle to close above, what I suggest doing is going into the 1-minute time frame when you're waiting on a breakout and watching for any indications that tell you to take this stock long for the breakout or to short for the breakout. So what I noticed on the 1-minute time frame, and I alerted it to the group literally right here at this candle. I said we need to wait on volume. BYND looks good over 163 still, but we need to wait on volume to come in. So literally right after I alerted that, look what we get right here on this first little candle was a little spike of volume. The second candle that came in after that was another spike of volume. These that right there is telling you, okay, I need to start looking into taking this thing long. You could have entered somewhere just below 163 to get a better entry, right? Because we see that these candles are now printing higher than this consolidation zone. That's telling us that we're primed to make a third move at it at breaking out at 163. And our wedge right here, our triangle is getting tighter. So to take this thing long, you could have entered somewhere on one of these two candles here, and then sold into strength. And then I told you guys to wait for a pullback at 163 to test it as support. So oftentimes what will happen on these breakouts is that you'll have like what's called a false breakout. You'll have something where it breaks out and then just comes right back down either into the pattern or just fakes you out and decides to dump. So I said to wait for it to come down and add at 163 to your position and then sell into strength again. So if we're looking at the 5-minute time frame, that would have been on this candle right here, this 5-minute candle. This is like another wide range from 164.30 to 163. That's a $1.30 candle right there. How can you find a good entry on this candle? What are you waiting for? You don't know, right? So go back into the 1-minute time frame and wait. After we broke out, we had one, two, three candles come down. I don't suggest trying to add on this candle. You need to wait on confirmation. Once this candle here uh, uh, printed green and it didn't close higher, so I would have maybe even waited for this candle. But you could have taken a smaller position size here, sold into strength here, or just held and added as it made a higher low, and then we eventually broke out right here at 164 into 165. I hope that this video helps you guys identify getting a better entry when it comes to trading breakouts. Um, if anything, I would suggest I really like looking at the 5 minute time frame and trading off the 5 minute time frame. But when it comes to entries, what you can do is set up a charting platform that allows you to view the 1 minute time frame and the 5 minute time frame simultaneously. That way you get the best of both worlds here, right? All right, guys, that's all that I have for this video. If it's helped you out, please like and subscribe if you haven't already.